Hi, in this screencast we're going to talk about setting an elements overflow property using CSS. There may be times when you have to place a very big image in a box where the box can only be a certain width and height. This is a good time to set the overflow property to ensure that your box does not get stretched out and destroy your page layout. Okay, so let's look at an example here. In our CSS folder, I have an overflow.html, and you can see here that I have a gray box with text wrapping around this gray box. I have this gray box floated left to create this effect. And inside the gray box, I have this box has to be 150 pixels in width and 150 pixels in height. And I cannot make anything bigger. So that means I cannot have too much content, too much text, or I cannot have an image that is bigger than 150 pixels in width and height, because it's going to stretch out my box, which is a div. Okay? But there is a way in CSS where I can set overflow property, so I can put more text and bigger images in this box and not break this width and height restriction. Okay, let's minimize this browser and let's open up this overflow HTML with top style. Okay, so you see that we have a HTML file with a style sheet. Inside the style sheet I have a class, my box, set up with width of 150, height of 150, background color of gray, and then float left. Okay, so let's take a look at the box that we have here. Okay, so I have a div here that was assigned a class, my box, right? And the div ends here. And then after the div I have just gibberish, okay, wrapping around the div, and that's what created this effect. Okay, and so let's say if we have more text inside this div. Okay, let's just copy a lot more text. Okay, so I have it highlighted. I'm gonna copy, and at the end of the text in the div I'm gonna paste more text. Let's save it, minimize it, bring back Firefox, refresh. So it's going to look something like this. Okay, and this is going to break my page layout because you see the text here are being doubled up, and the text here is right at the edge, breaking the div, and it doesn't look nice. So what we want to do is we can set the overflow property. Okay, let's just do it here. To overflow, colon, and let's look at our option. So we can have it set as visible, hidden, scroll, or auto. So let's just try auto. What auto does is when you don't have that much text, scroll bar doesn't show up. Okay, let's minimize it, bring back Firefox, refresh. So you see that because we have more text, a scroll bar shows up, right? And so you can scroll up and down while this width and height is not broken. Okay, so you get to see all the text inside this div. You can also use your mouse to scroll up and down. Okay, let's minimize it. So when you don't have that much text, the scroll bar would just go away. But you can also set it to, let's just use this, set it to scroll, so it permanently scrolls even with a lot less text. Or you can do hidden, okay, which will hide anything that is beyond the height of 150 or the width of 150. So let's try that. Minimize it, bring back Firefox, refresh. So you see that the text is being cut off because it's right at the edge of the height 150. Okay? Right? Okay, so this is making it hidden. And of course, the default value is visible. Okay? Save it, minimize it, bring back Firefox, and you see that nasty looking doubled up text right there. Okay? So this is Overflow is a nice way to hide your text in the case of a size restriction on your div or your box. Okay? And that's it for this screencast. Thank you.